Okay, quick VOD review tonight. Just gonna watch 2 maps and call it good.
Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
Oh crap. Okay. I'm gonna watch Shadow. First mistake, you don't jump in if you don't have to. They were that close to you that you could have just passively walked towards them. That now, if they want to, they can hard focus you, punish you, kill you. You already used leap, you already used bubble probably a little prematurely. Like, you have no defensive capabilities right now. Good, go on the Ash. No, why? No. 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 Pointless. Truly no need for that. Probably didn't need to jump out, but that's alright. No worries. Could have bubbled that a little bit earlier to protect your Widow's drop down, but no worries. Why are we tickling a Winston here? Now bubble, good. Good heal. Kind of left our Ana hanging, but that's alright. Why are you going that deep? I don't know. Going that deep is really worth it. Well, let's just back up a little bit. This has just been a long ass fight. So first, if you're gonna sit up, well, even before this, when your Widow was up there and I said why you put the bubble down, stage up in that top right area. Like we need to start actually staging where if our supports are on cart, we can stage so that we can use our CDs to get out. This right here is the staging area. What you could even do is either have you can have your Widow play up there or play on cart while your Ana possibly positions up here on the bridge, maybe by this mini, ready for the nade spot. So like when we won that last fight, we could have pushed forward, Ana could have taken the high ground up here, maybe Tracer stays on cart for a minute, Winston plays up where the Widow is, our Tracer could possibly play in this corridor right here, and as soon as they start to walk out, then we can come out. Our Winston drops down. Ana throws in nade. Tracer comes around the corner. Something like that. That's why I would have preferred if we staged up here instead of just sitting on cart like a bot. Like, this positioning is not advantageous compared to what I just explained or even the high ground that's over in this area. Now they're just going to have free walk up for high ground. Bubble early. Again, I'm thinking in my head bubbling early just so that Widow can drop down and try to at least somewhat safely get out due to... Sorry, hold on. Probably didn't need to leap out. You still had bubble up a little bit. You could have just passively dropped a little bit instead of using this leap. It's okay. Again, but why are we tasing a monkey? This is just you're giving each other ult charge at this point. That's all it is doing. When instead you could be looking for a kill. Let's see where your Tracer is. God damn. Thick as fuck. Anyway. Oh, wrong Tracer. That's why. Okay, well, Magic is with you, but this should not be your target. The backline should be your target. Okay, where the fuck is Magic, actually? I am so confused right now. Okay. What are we tasing? Okay, so we're down our Ana. We're down our other DPS, and all we've traded is a Sombra. I don't know why we're going in here when we should just try to kite back. Like, yeah, you have Primal, but you want to try to save Primal for a little bit better of a fight than what this is. And by you going in, our Brig now dies, and possibly our Tracer dies because they're kind of following you in, right? Instead, you take the losses, you take the neutral fight in that middle area, and just go again. Right now, they have the advantage because one, they have high ground, they are one up, and they're still pushing, and you just decide to jump in and feed some more, making it kind of your team's problem to follow you through, you know. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Was that Primal worth it? Answer no. It was not worth it. And don't know why you jumped this way. Yeah, you're cooked. Okay, now answer the question. Was that Primal worth it? The answer's no. So using Primal, let's kind of talk about this a little bit. How you use Primal, you used it as we can continue the fight and just throw ults at this to try to win. They were really in an advantageous position where that wasn't necessary compared to when, if you were to save that for a fight, that allows you to play more aggressively in a fight compared to, oh, we're already down people, let's just use Primal. And I don't like that scenario compared to coming in with all 6 and saying, okay, well, now I can go in deeper because I have Primal available. Now, I went in, did my thing, jumped out, or got nano, went in, and then had to jump out and then reset. Maybe you get a pick or something, but they're still coming back, they're using ult. Then you jump back in, even though you don't have your bubble CD back on. Then, okay, you have Primal. Like, I don't know if that made sense, but just wasn't a fan of it. Could have backed up and just taken the neutral fight instead of going in. And effectively using your... Why'd we bubble? What was the point of the bubble there? I mean, maybe you were trying to block whip shot, but there you go. You're in there. Bubble. Good. I say bubble because I figured she would have probably had to sleep. Good. You get out. Unlucky it's the mega. Bubble. Good. Right, they still take it.
They've taken possession of the robot. Stop that barricade in its tracks.
Now, I don't see where the miscommunication was, but counting down when your Tracer's going in with you, because I have hardly seen your Tracer with this whole time. I'm not saying it's your fault, but...
They're about to push ahead.
Okay, you just take that for free, that's fine. Wow, she really chased you.
In tip-top shape.
My vocabulary.
I appreciate that we at least went in on the pick. It just unlucky about the EMP, but it forced an ult out of him, so. Why are we going on a Tracer, man? You're just gonna... Why are we going on a Tracer right now? Like... Sure, you rewind this back, you might not have seen the Ana Brig, but what are you gonna do for peeling... to even jump on a Tracer? Like, you're gonna jump on her, and she's just gonna use Blink once to get away from you. Like, It's not really worth it compared to trying to go in their backline and trade. That's what I'm trying to put into you guys. Yes, they have a very lethal front line, but we should have a solid, strong backline since we have the Ashe, Ana, and Brig playing with each other. Obviously, that didn't happen, but we have enough. Like we should be looking to trade here, and it should be easier for us to trade than it would be for them. So, and that's the case. When you see that Tracer going for them, you just call, hey, Tracer on the left, going to our back line or something like that, Tracer left. And then you say, hey, Magic, going in on their back line in 3, 2, 1, or pushing forward to go on their back line. Something like that, instead of just peeling.
No one can stop me.
Played that well. Good. Now, yep. Why aren't you using leap? Not the best primal. We will go over this in a minute. Well, after this or after both. I don't know. We'll see. Yep, you trade back on that brig. You trade back on that brig! Brother, could have traded back on their brig. Well, that was a good primal. Bubble, bubble. Yeah, unlucky.
Drat! They took him from us. Got you
Could have bubbled. But I'm sorry, they're not focusing you anyway. Good job, a little slow on our Tracer's part. Why are we peeling for him? Bubble, 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 bubble. Slow to that bubble. No, you could have stayed in bubble, leap to get out, and you probably would have been able to get out. So far, Primal's not looking great, leaps are not looking that great either. You're using it every time to engage when you could just walk up. Like, now you can leap. Good bubble. Don't. It's working out. Didn't think he really needed that. It helped end the fight a little quicker, but I don't know if it was really necessary. Taking a lot of poke here. Careful. Good hack. Good attempt of a hack. Backline, backline, backline. Good bubble, good bubble, good bubble. That's what we like to see. Yep, you kill this Sombra. You kill him, you kill him. Above, 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 on the mini, on the mini. Go to the mini. Good. Good. No. Bubble, bro. Bubble. You bubbled that way early. You bubbled that. The reason why you do, number one, is to cut off healing from their Ana. Their Ram is not going to get shit if you just bubble that. That's an entire way. They literally cannot heal him unless he moves back. Second, the hack went off. Like, you could have definitely interrupted that. Damn, okay, Safi.
Beat me if I keep on trying.
Damn, okay, Safi.
Let's go.
Might have been able to go on the break there. Bubble, 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 bubble. That's why I said bubble. Wait for that sleep to come out. Buddy. Buddy. Fine, they're not going to chase you that far. You can double leap out. Most likely a tracer won't be able to catch up to you mid-fight if you're double leaping out. I mean, not like it matters. You still have bubble here in a second.
30 seconds remaining.
Brother, you are so slow to react into this Sombra.
Time's almost up. We need to work together.
10 seconds remaining.
Time to save the world? Game on!
Don't mind the diva, but not really sure why. What was that, DM?
Ah, you must like me. Behind you.
You wait for everyone to come back. You go in with Nano. You really are struggling to peel at the right time. Like, there was at one point where you looked back, you looked at both supports, you saw your Sombra, you turned back around. And as soon as you turned back around, their Sombra unbizzed and started going on your Ana. And you just didn't do anything. I don't know if you didn't hear, but, like, I don't know. I think a lot of your abilities on Winston can be improved quite a bit. It's the leaping every time you're engaging instead of walking forward, because you got to realize that you want to save your leap a good probably about like 70% of the time to get out. Yes, there are times that you're going to want to use it to engage. Especially like if that's like the breakout fight, you're wanting to engage, your whole team's behind you, but like then you're using leap afterwards throughout this mid fight to go in deeper and like to try to burst down a target. Like can't be using it like that. Especially in that mid fight, you got to try to use leap to get out. Bubble usage a little bit weird. I think you have a bit, I don't want to say reserved, because there was a lot of that where you were using it at just weird times that you didn't need to, or just not quick enough. Mainly just not quick enough, honestly. Like a couple of those hacks could have been avoided, especially if you like realize you're in a vulnerable position. Need to be saving that bubble cooldown for those in particular, like when you died in that neutral fight, before the last fight, you were in a pretty awkward position to begin with. Your team wasn't all the way up there with you, and then you just get hacked and bursted down because he didn't use bubble. And then primal, you need to learn how to use leap when you're throwing hands. If you do not use leap when you're throwing hands, you're not getting value out of Winston. Out of his ult, per se. And then the last thing, make sure you're linking up with your team every time you're going in. Almost hardly ever saw your DPS with you when you went in. So, if you have questions, let me know. Good old Jibby.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
God. What the actual fuck? We ran this. Who to watch? You kind of need a tracer in this comp. So you know what? We'll go ahead and macro this because I think this could eventually down the road be a pretty good comp for us, instead of just looking at it as individuals. So the reason I'm saying that we need a tracer is because this comp is based on self-sustainability. The only people that aren't self-sustainable are going to be your Zen Brig. Ball, very self-sustainable, can get out easily, can use packs. Tracer has recall, can get out, use packs. The Widow, I don't mind too much, but maybe playing with an Ashe instead, because again, Ashe is not self-sustainable, but she's a little bit more defensive than the Widow is. Excuse me. Or the fact that you only have 3 people now to have to sustain with Brig Packs, Inspire, and Orb of Harmony, right? So how you play this comp is with the Tracer, you can have the Tracer push the cart the whole time. Pretty much that's the Tracer's duty, is to play cart, while our backline is a big source of damage. Discord allows our more self-sustainable people, your Ball, your Tracer, to to be able to burn picks down faster and end fights quicker. Basically, this comp is a glass cannon compared to something like what we played on Numbani. Not necessarily a glass cannon, because we are sustainable, right? Overall in the comp, the Ana helps sustain everything. The Brig helps sustain the Ana, so on and so forth. This comp is glass cannon. You are looking for picks. You're looking for picks and putting a lot of pressure on your backline to be able to do damage and also stay alive as long as possible. So, how we should change this approach if we were to run this is that the Tracer pushes cart. Let's say Suffy, I don't know, goes Ashe or something. Suffy can TP as the backline out here. Backline starts to play from this bridge area, starts doing damage. Ball goes and fucks around, does whatever. Then Suffy swaps over to Ashe or Sombra, whatever, and then can start going in with the Ball or link up with the backline to put a little bit more pressure on. Tracer stays on cart. As we're pushing cart, our backline eventually rotates through. We take high ground. Ball and Ashe Sombra start to do damage. Yes, Tracer still stays on car, so we can't be too aggressive with going too deep and too aggressive, because we are playing one down at this point, especially if we're trying to take control of this high ground while the Tracer goes underneath, or Tracer gets it to a certain point underneath where she then can path up and help us in a fight. And then as we move through here, again, Tracer takes shuttle. Maybe backline plays in server. Maybe backline takes high ground if we win the fight late enough. Maybe blue box, whatever. Takes really good positioning while the Tracer pushes cart, while the Ball sets up, while Ashe or Sombra sets up, that kind of thing. Okay. So glass cannon. As soon as our Zen falls, it makes our front line much less potent. As soon as our Brig falls, our Zen's not long for this world. It's very, as soon as one dies, you really have to trade quick. We don't want. Yep. And that's why our backline doesn't sit on cart, because it's so easy for their team to just collapse. Good. Good. Here, let's just take this away real quick. Alright, now I can't see everything. Shadow, you're going in a little bit too early. Our backline isn't even close to being set up yet.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Area denied. It's high noon.
60 seconds remaining.
وريهم قوتك.
Trank. We tranked that. What? Why are we rallying? Why are they rallying?
30 seconds remaining.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Pass into the iris.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, yeah, we did not play this comp very well. But we also weren't. We didn't play it well, but we didn't play it right either. Like we didn't have the right comp in place to make this comp successful. Yeah, we really needed that Tracer. Even Tracer doesn't even need to be touching it, but it falls on either your ball or your Tracer just because of how fast they can get in the fight and engage. It means that with them sitting on cart, if our backline is set up more forward, as soon as backline's like, all right, let's go, ball, Tracer are there in an instant, right? Yeah. Well, it wasn't the best.
Round 1 complete. Ready for battle. Ready for 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, so the difference this time, your hog is the anchor for point, basically. Hog can anchor point pretty easily. I would suggest giving them like most of this first area though, up until like beginning of tunnel, because otherwise it's not great for hog. He's just gonna get surrounded and killed.
Stop the payload.
Don't mind the soldier either. With like a Tracer soldier with this comp with a ball instead of the hog, I like it. Good pick, magic. Yeah, Shadow, you really should try to play with your team out here, because you're the deterrent to their dive. Good kill. Now we can, good. Now we drop. Now our back line starts to move towards the team so we can see our team and throw Discord out. Not all the way down, though. Good, but we need to wrap this up quick. Okay, magic kind of coming in clutch. Damn.
I do not want this.
Little too aggressive. That's right. Octane, I don't know why you're not on circle. There you go. Shadow, dude, push forward. You could have killed the brig. Good. Good, that's also your other job, is to peel when you're playing Hog in this comp.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
That's some really good peel for your backline there. Good stuff.
Greetings. People often ask me to explain escape philosophy to parties. I don't go to many.
Great pick. Don't leave the Zen. If Octane, if you want to do this, tell your Zen. Let's go. Alright, so you need to play a lot more careful now. With the Diva and what? The Genji? Yep. You're cooked.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Pass into the eye.
Fair enough. I don't blame you for that. You did not play the comp well yet. You're still fucking winning. I think we can try this a little bit more. I do like the comp. We just kind of have to understand how we play it and also why we're playing it. You know, this comp is a glass cannon, where if you're running the dive version of it, you're looking for that big blow up with Discord, Slam, maybe Dynamite, Whip Shot, Burst from a Tracer, whatever. And even after that, you're still outputting that crazy damage because you're still running a Zen for Discord. Now, if you're running the more pokey side, where you're trying to be a little bit more brawly, bit more peel-oriented, that type of thing, then the Hog just needs to understand when I play, I kind of need to play a little bit with my team. It's not much of a flanking Hog. You're looking to peel, especially with Hook and your Pigpen. And your DPS do need to frag, but your supports also need to frag as well. So it's your support's playing a little bit more aggressive to get those discords off, to, throw 5 orbs at the tank, whatever. Your Brig, and keeps that Inspire up, because both Brig and Zen are very low healers, but when Brig is constantly outputting Inspire healing, she does massive healing. So, other than that, if we run the dive version of this, run a Tracer. For someone to sit on cart, you can run it with a Sombra. That's just going to make your dive more potent, but your backline weaker. If you're running the Ashe, the Soldier, whatever with it, it's your backline's going to be a little stronger, your front line's going to be a little weaker. It's just kind of seeing where you need to put stuff. If their DPS and tank are fucking on our backline, possibly think about running that Soldier Ashe to sit with them. If your front line's struggling to do anything, then maybe you swap that Ashe to a Sombra. If both is happening, get the fuck off the comp, basically. So, if you guys have any questions, let me know. This is just kind of, obviously I could go through and nitpick everyone's specific role, but I'd like to see the comps ran after doing this VOD review, now that you hopefully understand the comp a little bit better. So, otherwise, yeah, I'm done. That was just a short VOD review today. If you guys have any questions, let me know, but good luck tomorrow on the Scrim, and GG.